Hello YouTube, this is Andrew with GamingVent.com, and this is a follow-up video of my Alienware M17x R4 that is currently defective. It started giving me the beep codes on boot up about 8 hours after owning it and it being delivered on the 15th. It's currently giving me 8 beeps. It goes between 8 beeps and 6 beeps sometimes. The funny thing is, as soon as I remove the video card, the Radeon video card, it stops beeping and will boot up in post. I have no issues with it at that point. It's been rock solid in Windows, out of Windows, rebooting, updating, messing with the BIOS. But with the video card in the unit, it will not turn on. And I have just removed the Radeon graphics card from the unit, and I will turn it back on, and 100% success yet again. It has yet to fail me without the video card in there. I've not had any issues whatsoever without the Radeon card. So it tells me it's probably the graphics card. That's the hunch I would go on. I'm 90% certain it's the graphics card. There's always that chance it could be the motherboard, but I think that's very slim in this case. This is definitely something you guys want to test and make sure. I was not aware the graphics card was defective and that it would even not post until I did the toggle in the operating system. That toggle is function F7. That will switch between your Intel HD 4000 card and your Radeon card or your GeForce card, depending on which one you have. It will then ask you to reboot the system, and will then turn back on with that main graphics card enabled. That is when, of course, my system wouldn't turn back on. So, long story short, I've had a major struggle with Dell to get this unit fixed and replaced. Their typical policy and procedures is within the first 21 days, they'll send you a new unit to replace the one you have, and then they capture the one that you currently have to dissect it and troubleshoot and determine exactly what the cause was. They told me on the phone that they have had numerous calls on this issue for this new R4 model. They didn't say specifically what, but that they were having a lot of boot issues, not making post on these models here. So I definitely recommend that you guys test your systems fully before saying everything's good and 100%. Because after the 21 days, they will just send a repairman out, and he will just replace parts on the unit until the issue is resolved, which is a lot more tedious than just having a new one sent out. So, my Dell support has been horrendous, though. I have had dozens of phone calls, wasted many hours on the phone with them, ultimately to take a week to finally get another unit on its way to me now. The first time I called them, they told me that the unit wasn't even attached to my name or my account, even though I ordered it directly through Dell and Alienware. And in order to fix this, I would have to call back the next day when the services for that department were even in. So right off the bat, I couldn't even get it resolved the day I received it. So I called back the next day, finally get that issue taken care of. It took me about an hour on the phone to finally get transferred to the right person to finally get that resolved. So it's finally attached to me. I then placed the order to go ahead and have a new unit sent out. They send me a new tracking number, a new order number, so I can monitor the progress all over again like I did when I first placed the order with them online. So I'm monitoring it. On the 4th day after work, I get home, do a refresh on the tracking, and they tell me that the order has been canceled. I'm pissed at this point. I've already invested, 4 or 5 days into this already, waiting for this to be resolved and waiting for my new unit. I thought we were 4 days, 5 days into the build, and I find out the unit's been canceled. I call back that night, and I'm told by Dell and Alienware that they don't know why it was canceled, that it was overridden by a supervisor. They don't have that information. And they tell me that the fastest way to get this issue resolved, to get me in a new laptop, functioning laptop, is to buy another one from them of the exact same unit, pay for a second unit, have it sent to me, and then once I receive it, send mine back and ask for a refund. So I'd be sitting with 2 laptops, possibly 2 broken laptops, because there's no way to know if the new one will have the same issue. Of course, that's not what I wanted to do. I told them it was unacceptable, and then I wanted the unit replaced like they promised and like their warranty says. So, in order to get that pushed off again, apparently in the evenings they can't do this processing to get this unit done, so I have to call back again the next day. Call the next day, speak to the same person I spoke with originally, who was doing the original replacement, and he told me the reason it was canceled and hung up was because the nameplate on the bottom of my laptop, they forgot to specify on the order what was supposed to be etched onto it. I told them originally, to speed the process up, they didn't have to make a new nameplate. I could pull the one off my existing, because I figured that would take additional time because it's a custom nameplate. they were like, no, we'll send and replace everything. So they told me that's what they wanted to do. As a result, I have to pay yet again because of their incompetence and that their inability to make the customer happy. I mean, it's just been horrible, horrible. So, he then places the order again. Now, it is a week after I've received this unit, and the order is finally being replaced and being rebuilt. So I'm sitting here waiting again with a unit that doesn't have a functioning video card. So hopefully, next week, maybe early, maybe middle of next week, I will have a whole new unit, and I will be able to do some more testing and actually have something I can use completely, something that I paid for. I will then do all the gaming benchmark tests because I am super, super anxious to do that. I'm very excited about this. I love this unit, and I love all its capabilities and features. Unfortunately, though, the Dell support is pushing me away from them. It's hard to say at this point if I will ever order another system from them. I guess it depends on how this is resolved. If I get the new unit, everything's functioning 100%, I may consider it, but it is extremely painful and frustrating. So what I will do, since I have been able to use the unit without the Radeon card, I have been able to do some testing, some Geekbench scores. I've done some 3D Mark scores with the integrated HD 4000 card. I will say, coming from an XPS M1730, that this unit is noticeably lighter. Not significant, but it is noticeably lighter. And the battery life is significantly longer, especially for a 17-inch laptop. I am very impressed with that. So I'll give you those numbers after the video, and if you guys want to ask more questions or share some comments, I'm happy to answer them, and I will do more videos as soon as I get my new system, and we'll go from there and have some more fun. Thanks for watching.